Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast with yours truly, the Foreclosure Deals Coach, Donny Coram. Thank you for tuning in each and every single week to this live broadcast where we discuss how you can find, figure, fund, fix, and flip your first foreclosure deal right here in the Colorado Springs marketplace. As I mentioned, this is live. It's happening right now. So if you have any questions, please hop into the comments. Let me know you're here. Wave hello. Just give me a what's up just so I know you're watching. Greatly appreciate that. Lot happening in the real estate market. That's why we do this weekly, because the market is a dynamic moving thing, right? And I just want to send a shout out and welcome to our Instagram followers. This is our first broadcast with Instagram. Our broadcast system added Instagram this week. So super excited to talk to all my Instagram folks. So thank you for that. And it's Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are heading into the Christmas season, obviously just a few days before Christmas. I hope you got your shopping done for the week, but if not, you've got some work to do and only a few days to do it. So my recommendation is you get started right now. Well, not like right now, you're on the show right now. Finish the show and then go get your Christmas shopping done. So let's hop right in because we got a decent amount of discussion we got to go with to talk about the real estate market. And once again, how you can get started finding, figuring, funding, fixing, and flipping a foreclosure deal right here in the marketplace. A little bit of housekeeping here. This was the first official year of the coaching program, though I have been coaching people in the real estate space for the better part of 10 years. It really was this last year that I started taking the coaching thing seriously and determining that this is what I was going to do professionally. Now, this was born of a couple of things. Number one, we did 45 fix and flips last year, 47 fix and flips the year before that, and then 40 fix and flips the year before that. So to say we had, and when I refer to we, I'm referring to my wife and I who did these fix and flips together along with our great team that we had going. But to say that we were overwhelmed would be a severe understatement. We were go for 3 solid years before I realized that really I didn't want to do quite that many fix and flips. And that's awful interesting on a show that talks about doing your first fix and flip. So what we learned during that time is that you don't want to do quite as many of them as we did, but rather you want to try to find a controlled pace that works for you and your lifestyle. So that's where the coaching kicked in. Most people have never done a fix and flip deal, are eager to get started in the real estate investing space. And when I say most, as I explain what I do to pretty much anybody, the response I generally get is, yeah, man, I've always wanted to do that, just don't really know where to get started. So that's where I saw the opportunity. I am the direct product of a wonderful local real estate investment coach. Mike Jake taught me a lot of what I knew to get started in the program. And I would not be here today talking to you if it was not for my real estate investment coach. So I really, really value the benefit of getting a professional coach. There are a lot of gurus out there, a lot of guys with YouTube channels offering their information who have done a handful of flips and decided, yeah, I know enough about this to start teaching other people. I'm not a big fan of that. What I'm bringing to my clientele is over 17 years of experience, over 300 flips, a background as a real estate registered appraiser. So I got my appraiser license, registered license years ago. My real estate license where I did over 1,000 transactions in the retail space. So I come to you as a veteran of the real estate industry. Well, that leads us into our topic of today. The real estate market, particularly here in the Colorado Springs market, is extremely seasonal. Extremely seasonal. We have some up seasons where we see they're huge in the spring and summer marketplace. The fall sees a bit of a slowdown, but by the dead of winter, things tend to get a little bit slower. Well, a lot of my clients bought properties in the third quarter of this year. And in addition to the interest rates sort of baking their way into the market, reducing a little bit the purchase or sale price of properties, coupled with the seasonal adjustment, it's a very difficult time to be selling a property right now. As a result, a lot of sellers pull their houses off the market during this time of the year. It's kind of logical. You've got the family over for Christmas. The house is more decorated for Christmas than it is decorated for sale. You're going to lose some inventory during this time. That loss of inventory largely translates into buyers going, well, there isn't as much to pick from as I would like to look at, so I'm going to wait until next year before I make a purchase decision, coupled by the fact that buyers have lives and families and they're in their situation as well. So the combination of those two things means Colorado, I wanted to use the word suffers, but I don't know if suffering is the right term, but rather goes through a seasonal market adjustment every time, pretty much after Thanksgiving into Christmas and just beyond. You couple that with real estate agents, they have lives and families as well. A lot of them kind of hang up the spurs, as it were, right around Thanksgiving and don't come back to work in the real estate space largely till early January at the soonest. So we've got all of the major factors that make up a real estate market sort of taking some time off. The buyers taking time off, the sellers taking time off, the agents taking time off because of the seasonal adjustment. Just a very difficult time. What is an investor to do during this time? Well, I've got a decent amount of clients who bought houses either with me or on their own in the last few months who are currently listed. And I'm included in that. I showed you guys the fix and flip my wife did on Delmonico. And that's been on the market now for a good amount of time. I'd say just shy of 30 days. We are getting some traffic on the property now that interest rates have settled down a little bit, but not the traffic we would expect to get on a property at this price range and in this condition. So what do we do during this time? Well, guys, it's a tough thing to say. It's an even tougher thing to do, but the time now is to hurry up and wait. You can't really move the market when the market doesn't want to move. So what you can do during that time instead is sit back and ride it out. One of the best things to do during this time would be, believe it or not, to acquire a property so you're getting ready for the spring buying season that's going to come back. Keep in mind, the demand for real estate does not go away. It simply stifles for a little bit. It's like a plumbing pipe backlogging for a little bit, okay? It doesn't leave, it dissipates in the short term. People are still going to buy regardless of what interest rates are, regardless of what's on the market, and people are still going to sell. The market never completely stops. It slows down, and it's definitely slowing down right now, not to a complete halt, but definitely seeing a notable slowdown. And this week and next will be two of the worst we're going to see. Thanks for the heart, whoever that was. I appreciate it, Angie. Thank you so much. The market is going to definitely see a significant slowdown in the Christmas holiday season, particularly this week and next week. So if you are a buyer in the market right now, if you are thinking about getting into coaching, you could not pick a better time to do so than right this moment, because there are a ton of opportunities in the market today. And obviously most people are kind of on vacation and adapting to the current holiday season. So you can walk in and buy an incredible deal in this marketplace right now. And I know I say that a lot, there's always a deal, but I really want to show you guys today what deals are sitting on the market right now that we could buy. And obviously, when we look for a deal, we pretty much look on the Privy application. It is my favorite tool for locating deals on the market. If you want to sign up for Privy yourself, I do ask that you use my affiliate link, please. I'm going to pop that up on the screen right now. Here it is. Take a look at Privy to find deals on the market. What we put into the Privy system, which already filters out, we're looking in El Paso County, Colorado, because we want to be in this part of the marketplace. Generally speaking, I like single family, but there's not that much to pick from. So let's try it all. We're going to look at single family, attached, multifamily, condo, etc. We want to see fix and flip possibilities. We're not a huge pop top market. We don't get a ton of tear downs. And right now we're not looking for buy and hold or long-term rentals because it's very hard to rent based on where interest rates are today against what rents are today. It's going to be hard to cash flow that. We want to see the inexpensive properties in the market. So I like to see 400,000 and less. We really want to buy at 300,000 and less. But if I see a deal in the mid to late threes, it's worth taking a look at. We will go take a look at that. All right. So here we go. What pops up on the market in that price range? Well, here we are, a property on South 9th Street, 408 South 9th Street. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, which generally goes outside our scope. We like to have at least 2 bedrooms. That appeals to most of the clientele that's out there, and a couple of baths would be ideal. When we look at what's over in that neighborhood that sold recently, actually this one's active, we have a property that's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, same neighborhood, was recently remodeled. I can tell by that crazy green door there. They did it's owner occupied, but it's a nice looking property that went for it's listed for $348,000. So we have the opportunity to buy this property for $130,000 less than what the retail market thinks it's worth right now. There's an opportunity right there. Okay. Looking for a second one, because I'd like to find at least two to make my point today. And there isn't a ton to look at. So here's a second one here. They're listed for $350,000. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. Again, a little bit on the smaller side. But comps around it has one half a mile away. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but it did go for $500,000. Another one nearby for $545,000, etc. We would need further analysis to prove this is an actual deal, and I have my doubts because it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. But my point is even this late in the game, even with so few properties on the market, there are in fact opportunities everywhere. You just really have to know where to look. Okay, and I'm guessing you guys didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. You didn't even see any of that. So let's do that really quickly again. Here's the one I mentioned for 210. My apologies. I picked the wrong tab here. Make sure you're looking at the right one now. 210 on the 1-bedroom, 1-bath. The comp here sold for $348,000. I wanted to show you the comp again. Live TV, right? What can go wrong? Beautiful comp. Sold for $348,000 or is selling for $348,000, just about a half a mile away from our subject property that's listed for $210,000. One more quick example is this one on Sunset. Comps around it, as you can see here, $500,000, $545,000, one listed at $535,000. They're listed at $350,000. We'd have to do some additional homework to verify that is in fact a deal, but we're locating deals in the market right now. So you don't have to look that far to get a deal. They are everywhere. You just really have to know where to look. All right. So please don't get in your heart or head that there's no ability to do deals. There are, in fact, deals everywhere, but it really comes down to where you're looking and how consistently you're looking. When you sign up for coaching, I help you to find deals, to analyze those deals quickly to make sure they're profitable, to fund them using my network of hard money and private money lenders. So you don't need to have all of your own money in the deal, to fix them using my network of contractors, and to flip them using my agent that gives a substantial discount to my clients exclusively to make sure that your deal is going to be profitable with a minimum profit of $25,000. But a lot of my clients are hitting a great deal more than that. So we can, in fact, find deals in this market, and now is an excellent time to be locating in deals. In addition to the stuff that we find on the market through Privy, I've got a network of wholesalers and an acquisition team who spends all day just looking for great deals in the real estate market. So you guys, my clients, the people who are part of the program, are always being fed with great deals in the marketplace. So don't think there aren't deals. There are, in fact, deals out there. It's knowing where and how to look and being able to act quickly upon those deals. In the seasonal market adjustment, you're obviously better off on the buy side of the equation than the sell side. Our goal for everybody who bought a house was to basically be off the market, completely sold by the end of October, heading into November. A lot of my clients did sell before then. They managed to sell, and some, because we've had a lot of marketplace shift, did not manage to get those properties sold and are sitting on them now. Obviously, that leads to a little bit of panic. Okay, as an investment advisor, this is tough. Obviously, the advice I want to give, I want to be the most accurate at the time, but you got to keep in mind the market it's a moving target. Right? So we do a very heavy analysis when we buy the property. We do our best to predict what the market's going to be. But the reality is you only have so much you can predict because the market is unpredictable at its core. What we do know is that if you buy a property right, fix it accurately to market, and then sell it at the right price, things are in fact still selling. You can make a lot of money doing it, but you do have to adjust for the seasonal market, which we're in right now. Okay, so the takeaway from all of this is I'm taking clients next year. My target is going to be to get 50 coaching clients, mostly in the Colorado Springs area, but everybody who invests in the program is going to do at least one fix and flip deal in the Colorado Springs area. If you are looking to get started, if this is something that you've been thinking about doing, that was a great time to get signed up. Slide up in my DMs, shoot me an instant message, however you want to get out, reach out, and please do so. And we're going to have a discussion on whether foreclosure deals coaching is right for you in your current financial circumstances. Now, there are basically two requirements to be a coaching client. Number one, you must be coachable. I have clients who signed up who just weren't quite ready mentally to take the advice that was given, and I get it. This is a big purchase. This is a tough thing to just go from 0 to 60 on. But if you don't feel like you're in a position where you want to take action, that coaching may not be the right fit for you right now. Okay. So the first action you need to take is setting up the call. And like I said, I have systems in place. Head up to the website, foreclosuredealscoach.com. Click the button there at the top right. You can schedule a call with me. Let's discuss if this is the right fit for you, but you do need to be coachable. That's critical. The second thing is liquidity. You need to have some money to play in the foreclosure investing game. The investing game in general, when you use the term investing, you have to understand that it requires an investment, and generally that investment is of capital. Right? You can supplement with time and credit a little bit, but really the best thing is having the capital you need to put into a deal. My general capital requirement's about $50,000. I'd like to see that you have liquid in either cash or equity in the property that you live in, or if you have another investment property, etc. But obviously cash would be preferred. That way we can access that capital right away, put you into a deal. My best clients are buying deals within 1 week of signing up for the program. And once again, because of the seasonal lull right now, we have some deals that we're working at the moment that we could put you into right away. They'll get you started on a property. Generally takes 2 to 3 weeks to close on a deal with the lending sources. You'd be closing right here in the first couple of weeks of January. We would start work immediately on the property. So you'd be done with it by about mid to late February and hitting the market right there in March when the springtime rush is going to start kicking back in, and you can make real money on these deals if you time the market right during these seasonal lulls. Okay, so a couple people still on the show today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Would love to hear your questions about the coaching program, about the seasonal lull, about, hey, what should I do? That's what I'm here for, is to help you guys to make some decisions on your investing career. If you're already an investor, I'd love to hear from you. What's working for you in the investment space? Where are you liking to buy? Where are you getting your capital, et cetera, et cetera. The neat thing about my coaching programs, I fill in all the gaps for you. So if you know nothing about the first steps about getting started in real estate investing, then you really want to consider signing up for coaching, because I can help you through all the questions that you would have, that a normal person would have, just trying to get started in this very complex yet easy business. So let's see, we got CC Chambers. Hey, CC, how are you? Appreciate you tuning in today. Hey, Nicole, how are you this morning? Appreciate you guys tuning into the show. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the comments. It just makes me feel like I'm not alone here. That means a lot to me. So thank you for tuning in, and the hearts and whatnot. It does mean the world to me. Thank you. Guys, the market is conducive to taking action. The people that are going to make money in the market to come are not going to sit on the sidelines and hope that a house plops itself in their lap and they get started in real estate investing. That's simply not how the world works, okay? If you're the type of person who wants to take action, for the past few years, I haven't done any less than 4 flips. We're talking over 10 to 15 years, 4 flips per year, okay? Average profit for me is in the $30,000 range, but what I tell my clients is you look for a target average of $25,000. That means I'm bringing in an extra $100,000 on top of whatever I bring in for my coaching income. I wholesale some properties. We just bought a flooring store. So whatever you do for your day job, your day vocation, the flipping business, the real estate investment business, kind of a side hustle that pays extremely well for people who are not quite ready to transition out of their job. Or if you are ready to transition out of your job, then you got to get to the point where you do a couple flips at a time. Obviously, it's a little bit more capital dependent, but if you've got the capital to invest, you could start out of the gate doing a couple at a time and completely transition out of your day job into real estate investing. The key is having the right guidance, the right team, the right people standing by you to help make that a possibility. I want to be that team for you. I bring a whole team of people with me, my acquisitions agent. I do a lot of the analysis myself, so I will help you with that. My funding manager, Mike, who helps to get the loans for my clients. My project manager, Burke, who works with you on the construction side to help you get the deal done. And finally, my flip manager, Steve, who helps to list the property at an amazing discount specifically for my clients to help them get started in the real estate business and gives top-notch marketing while doing so. It's a win-win situation for anybody looking to get started in this industry right now. All right, guys, we got a few seconds left on our 20-minute show, so I'm going to wrap this thing up. Listen, if you would like to get started, I would love to chat with you. Go to foreclosuredealscoach.com, click the button in the upper right to schedule a coaching assessment call with me. It is completely free. There's no charge for us to sit down, have a conversation, and determine quickly whether Foreclosure Deals Coaching is the right fit for you in your investing career. I've got all the tools that you need, the team that you need to get it done. The properties are definitely there, especially right now in the seasonal lull. All that's missing right now is you. And if you'd like to become a part of it, I would love to help you to do so. The time is now. The market is here. The opportunities are literally everywhere. Okay, well, that's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate it. I wish you and yours the merriest of Christmas, and I would love to chat with you either before the holidays or after about getting started in foreclosure investing. There's going to be a lot of great deals hitting the market, and we're going to have a program to help you to get those deals. With that, this is Donny Coram, your foreclosure deals coach, thanking you once again for tuning into this live broadcast and reminding you now and always, don't buy a house, buy a deal.